one of the things I heard you say, and you guys have heard me say this on the show before, is if you're going to be successful, if you're going to build true and lasting wealth, you have to work with other people. You have to work with other situations. And one of the things I'm learning is you have to learn, because you said adjust. And my father taught me when growing up, said if you're going to go anywhere in this world, you have to learn how to adapt, adjust, and overcome.
Yep.
And it sounds like what you're saying is what helped you make more money, what helped you make more sales, what helped you build a successful team was you adapted and you adjusted to different personality types.
Yeah.
And sometimes you had to overcome some of the obstacles and the struggles that come with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's so true. Man, I remember one of the things I tell people all the time is like, yo, adapting and adjusting is going to be hard. But the easiest way to do that, right, is get in the environment before you have to be in the environment to learn the environment.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, and so I never spoke at y'all's event before. So I was like, all right, I don't know about this event. So let me just go in there, sit in the back, and just soak it up.
Yeah.
I'm watching you on stage. I'm watching David on stage. I'm watching this environment. I'm like, all right, cool. All right. Okay, all right.
You were asking questions too. You're like,
asking questions, bro.
Yeah.
Asking, learning. I'm in the back. Like Michelle Williams was there. She was doing the same thing as me. Me and her were both sitting in the back. Yeah. And I'm sitting there asking me, so what do you like about this organization? And it was telling me, okay, what do you like? What do you do? What you love? Oh, okay. And then when you were sitting there talking about personalities and communication and stuff, dude, people were locked into you. So I'm like, okay, so they like the way he's presenting. I was like, okay. All right, bet, I'm seeing. So I think that's just so key, man, is you can't walk into anywhere, into your job, into a business, into a relationship, and just say, this is who I am, and you have to take me for this.
Right, yep.
Without having the willingness to adapt and adjust.
Yeah. Look, check this out. I'm even thinking about it now. This is going to apply to even money.
Right? Because now we can go there.
Yeah, because your falls, they're going to save more.
Yeah. Okay. Let me write that down.
They're going to be more like, they're going to be more analytical on how they spend money. They're not going to be emotional spenders.
So they're going to be what I call the true budgeters.
Yeah. Okay. Why? Because they're going to have the budget down, the calculating. They're going through everything, all the numbers, double checking, making sure it's right.
Would you say that the falls will they break the budget? You think? Like if something's like if the budget is $100 and it came up to $105.
Yeah, no, they're staying.
I love it. All right.
Your summers.
Yeah.
They're gonna blow money.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm a summer guy.
Yeah.
Now I stick to the budget.
I've learned
that
if I want to be successful, I've got to be more on the fall side of this money side.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then so your summers, they're not going to be really. They're going to be the people that touch their emergency fund for a vacation.
Don't do it. Don't do it, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't do it.
$1,000 is not going to be for an emergency. Hey, you know what? There is an emergency. We need some bottles. Hey, send it over here. You know what I'm saying? We need to have it happen.
So the
right?
summer's gonna be like, yo, all right, bet. You said Dubai? All right, bet. Let me go to the emergency account.
I'm touching it because for them that's a priority, right?
Yeah.
Having a good time, but just also connecting with people and have like they may pay for a meal that they don't need to pay for.
Come on.
Because like I'm connecting, I'll make an excuse why I need to do it.
Yeah.
Your winners, they're gonna make the money.
Yeah.
They definitely gonna make it. They may not know what to do with it though. So their whole drive is like they're really money motivated.
Okay.
So they gonna make it. They're gonna be your people that want to make the most. In relationships, they're gonna be looking for people that make a lot of money because that's their source of security.
Pause. Pause. Winner.
Yeah.
So that sounds like most ladies. They looking for the man.
Yeah, they're looking for the winner personalities, the dominant, make money, do it. And that's why a lot of people look for that in relationships, because it also brings security though.
It does.
And then your springs. I'm thinking about this now. I think your springs would be. They could be a challenge if there's the spouse, but they would pretty much go with any of them. Like if I'm married to a summer. Okay, I'll support you in that. If I'm married to fall, I'm gonna support the budget.
They're just very supportive.
They're just gonna be a supportive whatever
works.
It is.
Yeah.
But they may not have any structure for their own money either. The only challenge they may have is that they'll hurt themselves to help somebody.
Ooh.
And so the summers will break the budget for fun.
Yeah.
The springs will break the budget to help people.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bro, that's good. Because you know how many people I've mentored? Ooh, see, I'm about to step on someone's toes.
Yep.
I think a lot of parents, when their kids get older, on the money side of things, turn into spring.
Yeah.
They'll pay for their kids to go to college before they actually max out their retirement funds.
Mm-hmm.
They'll sacrifice their future, their platform, their savings account so that their son or daughter can go to school and have this experience. When their son and daughter doesn't even have good grades.
We gotta work on this, bro, because this is like a good...
Bro, this is solid. We need to do like a whole show on just this.
Yeah.
Bro, and how do you work with it?
Mm-hmm. Because now in relationships, not only in communication, but now I could be having problems because we have a different view on money.
We're not aligned.
But if I don't understand, okay, it's not a problem with you giving, but we can't hurt people to give. You ain't gonna get it. Because you can be like, well, but we have it. Well, we don't. Like, the fall's gonna be like, but we don't have it. But it's sitting there.
Right.
So we can't help them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, but I want to have some fun. Like, we've been saving. It ain't been fun for a while. So it's like, I'm really thinking about this now. That could really have an impact on finances in a relationship.
No, huge. You need to break this down.
Yeah.
Like, especially in y'all's company. Like, that's important to know because, your team, y'all's company is producing, millionaires.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And the last thing you want is different personality types to... We're making this money, but then now we're either blowing it all, or we're not enjoying a little bit of it, or we're not giving some of it, or there's no structure to the money.
Yeah. And that's what I had to learn, bro, in entrepreneurship. That's one of the things I learned from network marketing. One of the changing points in my life was I realized one day I had more money in my closet than I had in my bank account.
Whoa. I heard you say that. And I didn't get the chance to talk to you when I got off the stage.
Nah, I was like...
Now, do you have more money in your bank account now?
Oh, by far. It's not even close.
I was about to say, because if you're making $100,000 plus a month and you still don't have more money in your savings account, I was about to say, hey, cut the show.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Now, check this out. Guess what? As you make more money, it don't... Like, I've noticed even with people that I know, they'll have more money in their driveway than they have in their bank account.
Absolutely.
So now it goes from the closet to the driveway. Some people in jury, I'm like, but you can never go that far. And I learned it. Fortunately, I'm glad I learned that lesson with clothes early.
Yes.
Because now I'm just like, there's a lesson in every season, and it'll repeat itself if you don't pick up the lesson. Wow, and so my lesson was, all right, when you get this money, Justin, I know you may feel like you need to buy those shoes, but now my life, everything is set on savings goals. Like, so my first Rolex, I didn't buy it until I saved 6 figures.
Ooh.
I was like, Dave, when should I buy it? And this, David Emanite that we was talking about, he was like, well, you save 6 figures, go get it. I was like, bro, at the time I was making $30,000 a month. The watch was 23. I'm like, bro, save for 2 months, it's done. My financial advisor said the same thing. She's like, no, you don't have enough money yet. And I'm like, I don't understand how y'all keep saying I don't have the money. I do. I have it.
Yeah.
But then when I did it, it was funny. I was like, man, I really don't even want to spend the money. Like, because by the time I got the 6-figure sale, I was like,
bro, listen,
I don't really want to spend it like this.
It's like, do I really need it?
Yeah. It's like, But I was cool because jewelry. I still has the value in it. A lot, like most all my jewelry is worth more now. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm cool with it. But it still was a different mindset. So literally everything I have now is all the savings goal.
But I like what you said, man, because I love how you said that because and CJ, put me on this camera. I want them to see my eyes. This is a guy who makes $1 million plus a year at 35, right? And listen to what he said. I had more money coming in than the cost of the actual jewelry that I wanted to purchase. But I waited until I could afford to buy it like 3 times. Mm-hmm. He had 6 figures in his account before he went and purchased it. Now let's bring it back down to the average person like you all. Why do you have a Louis Vuitton purse that's $2,000 and you don't even have $2,000 in your savings account?
Talk about it.
When a man he just sat here and said he was making $30,000 a month, and the watch was 25. He was like, yo, I could have got it easy. Mm-hmm. But his mentor, David, said, yo, great, put 6 figures. His financial advisor said, cool, great. Wait, put 6 figures in your savings account. Then go get it. But some of y'all got a Louis Vuitton purse. Some of y'all got the red bottoms. And you don't have red bottom money.
Right.
Why do you think that's so important, bro, to for us to live, and some people don't really like the term live below, but it is kind of below. Mm-hmm. But it's like you're living within your means.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Jay-Z said it too. It was like, hey man, if I can't buy it 3 times, I just won't buy it. Mm-hmm. You know, as a guy who's built wealth now, you're making clearly a lot of money. And bro, just from seeing where the ground that you're on, pretty soon you're gonna be making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month. I met what's his name,
Bryce.
Mm-hmm. He does $750,000 a month minimum.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool, great. That's God.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
But as you get that money, do you ever get the urge to just go ball out, and then you have to come back and be like, no. Let me rethink that.
Yeah, you know, you definitely have the urges. There's certain times, you know. Yeah. But so what I do is, like, typically like 10% a month, I could just blow on what I want to. Yeah. A month. That's just like my number. So some months what I'll do is I'll save up that 10% and then I'll go do something in 90 days or I just get really locked in working and I'm like, okay, I'm not spending no money right now.
Right.
But you have to fight those urges because you still have other things. Like there's this thing called taxes.
Absolutely.
That still has to be real. Paid. Right. And then at this point I also have responsibility not only to, you know, myself, but I have people that work for me at this point.
Yep.
I own other companies now and I'm like, if I just live, because people can live check to check on a higher level.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's the challenge a lot of people have, and that's why they can't build wealth long term, is because they have income but no cash flow.
Yeah.
So it's like you still gotta have some cash flow there to create the income.
Oh, bro, say that again. People have the income but no cash flow. No cash flow. That just went over people's head.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? How can you have income and still no cash flow?
Well, here's how I look at it. Right, income is how much you make.
Yep.
Okay, that's what most of us are taught. And so, you know, we're looking up careers. It's like, well, how much does this make? How much does this career make? How much does this make? When we get in business, how much does this person make? Well, cash flow is not just how much you make, but it's how long does it last when you get it.
Come on, man.
So let's say you like, okay, Justin makes $1 million a year. Man, that's great. But then you find out my expenses are $2 million. You like, well, my brother look good, but he's broke. His cash flow is only good for 6 months. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things I like that you teach is, you're really teaching people cash flow, because now a person can be making $80,000 a year.
Yes.
But if their expenses are $40,000, now their cash flow is good for 2 years.
Absolutely.
One of them gives you the ability to create long-term sustainable wealth.
Absolutely.
The other one, you're on a path for destruction.
Yeah.
Quickly.
You
know, maybe take a year or 2 years, but it's going to happen because you're not doing the right things with your money, and that's why I think, you know, even when you look at the clothing designs, like that's what we see. So entertainers, what do they do? They went to buy the cars. They went to do all the stuff, but a lot of them, it's never that stuff is wrong. It's when are you doing it?
Right.
And what's paying for the thing that's doing it? And
so
a lot of people, they're doing it so early.
Yeah.
Because what we've learned to do it, well, when I say we, it's like people that look like me, it's like we buy the appearances of wealth.
Yep.
The things that make us feel good, because we want you to know, like, okay, shoot, I'm making some money.
Right.
You know, in some shape, form, or fashion, even if I don't have it. Right. You know, so we've been taught, and I get it, like the fake it till you make it thing, but it's like at some point you gotta, you just gotta make it, so you don't gotta fake it.
Yeah, boy, just oh my God.